Hello, this is Reckless Rush, and welcome to part 14 of our series Rush to Diamond. So, we're just gonna quickly do this stuff we usually do. Calendar, check the store. Oh, this is so good. Oh, this is too good. We're going to have to get that. Last episode, we wasted 300 gold on packs, and we actually got this card. And then I actually grinded for 2 fusion stones on my own time, on my own downtime. And yeah, we're going to definitely do this really soon. So we need to do that. But because the store is looking so good with the head start, we're probably going to get this first. We're going to get the copies first. We need to guarantee them. And then we'll upgrade that card, gifted recruits, some later day. So let's hope we can get to gold here in this episode. Also like to point out that I think we're going to start losing more games sooner, like pretty soon, because we've been on a nice streak for a while, but sooner or later it's going to get a lot harder. Let's see. Shady Ghoul. So ideally here you want to get a Trinity opener, and the mana curve here is like the cards here don't fit 4 mana at all. I need to cycle something, and at worst this would be the play. But at best, I might get a 2 mana card, so yeah, that's better actually. So now it comes down to how do you want to play it. I want to play like this, because they just played right-hand side. I want to bait them to the right-hand side. So by baiting them right-hand side, I have left-hand side priority. We'll see what happens. I mean, if I'm being honest, guys, if you're the winter player here, you don't attack this. You don't do it. It doesn't make sense to attack this. You put a unit here, or you just kill this. That's the secret tip for those who watch this, even though they don't play this deck. Yeah, you don't attack this here. I don't know, but most players make the mistake of attacking this. So if they attack here, then we're in a healthy spot. Or if they don't attack here, then we're still in a healthy spot. If anything, we're at a pretty good spot anyways, because they kind of just wasted their whole turn. So, I mean, you could you definitely want to gift it here. Like that's probably for sure. Then you can also doppel here. Honestly, because Doppel's level 3, even though it's mana inefficient, it's actually technically better. You could also Shady Ghoul here and then gift it there. But like I said, the Doppel play is just too strong to give up. So I'll probably cycle first, because if I get Proto... Actually, it doesn't make any sense to cycle first. Nah, it doesn't. Well, actually, here it does. Okay, that was my bad. So it does make sense, because you definitely want to play gifted first, because it's just too strong of a card. But I want to draw for Potion if possible. Yeah, see, I was thinking of green prototypes, but in this board, green prototypes can't see play. Like, not in this board particularly, but... Okay, this should be fine. But I'm saying in the board where 5 mana Devastator is so good with prototypes, but the board was messed up in the sense where I couldn't occupy this tile nor this tile. I need to occupy one of these with prototypes, which I couldn't do because of this unit here. And then I could have Devastator's top left, which would have been so good. So that sucks. This also kind of sucks how we're kind of losing everything here, but that's fine. Have to work with what we have. This is kind of interesting. I mean, see, this is a 50-50 because my Forgotten Souls are just level 2. If my Forgotten Souls were 1 level higher, I would actually just potion Forgotten Souls this. Well, is it still worth it? I honestly think it is, but it's a little risky, and I don't like risky plays. Like, I do like them to some degree, but if this goes wrong, like, you can lose a lot. Oh well, we'll do it. Potion, Forgotten Souls, and of course we lose it. That's fine. So now that we just did that, we need to cycle. Honestly, it might have been better to... Yeah, no, this works. Play it and then cycle after. Not cycle then play. It's more practical to cycle after. So if you have a 2 combo card like play, then you want to cycle at the end after you play the combo cards. Like, how to explain it? You need to cycle after you've played both combo cards. Otherwise, it just kind of what? You could have just killed it. Oh, never mind. Big brain. Okay. Yeah, this is not looking like a good game, honestly. Might be our first loss. It was a huge this is like way too risky, honestly. If it hit 50-50, yeah, we probably would have won by now, but it's looking difficult. I'm not going to give up though. We have opportunities, so 2-2-3 seems like the play. It's not ideal either, but I mean, it's all you can do. I'm going to cycle hoping for honestly a better 2 mana. Gifted reveal up better here. Prototypes. Yeah, prototypes doesn't see play though with this hand, so I mean you have to play like this. There's also that issue of like how do you play it? Yeah, this is a really hard play to make, honestly. Okay, honestly, I think there's a slight misplay as well. Because this kind of setup will only end up suiciding this, and it's not really what I wanted. So, not really, yeah, I think this was a misplay. It probably would have been better to, yeah, this was definitely a misplay. It would have been better to saber pause on, well, but you can't saber pause there, right? Because of the movement. I guess that was honestly the only way. I mean, the other thing you could have, like, I would have suggested is playing servers on the bottom left and then head start so it goes to the right. That might have worked too. This is so interesting. I don't know what they're going for here. But that turn was so bad by them. 7 mana and they only did this, and which doesn't even do anything to my board other than delay my units from moving 1 movement. I mean, that's not looking good for them. So, okay, I'm going to do this play. This play actually does make sense. So I'm going to play like this, and this is a little greedy, but I want to get it down. So at this point in the game, it's 8 mana. We're going to get 9 mana next turn. Honestly, I'm pretty confident that I'm going to be drawing a lot of 3 manas, and that's kind of what I want right now. I don't think prototypes will see the play here. Also, Summon Militia's coming up. I need to actually use up all my mana. If I get Summon Militia in the same hand, it's like just really bad. Like this at least works. At least this will work. I mean, this hand looks really ugly in the sense where 1 AoE could just kill everything. But like I said, it was kind of the best play there. This is fine. I'm okay with this. Execution for that's fine. It would definitely sit some behind. Okay, nice. So I mean, yeah, I mean, one thing that does suck about this is if this was level 3, I could base lock here, or almost, not exactly, yeah, not exactly, but almost base lock here. That's fine. I definitely see us cycling this. If we draw SM, it's still fine. Like, you could consider cycling something else, for example, and getting Summon Militia for the 3 to fill the 3 mana, but I don't think that makes sense anyways. It's not like, doesn't see any play here. This is a good hand. So play like this because I want to see if it can bounce to the left. It didn't bounce to the left, but that's fine. Definitely want to play this. Okay, buff that. And I'm actually going to buff it again. So I'm going to buff it again. We could have also buffed this to keep it alive, but this is fine. So I'm buffing this again because they just played Execution last turn. We also know... I mean, maybe not the best decision because of Icicle Burst. Yeah. Not the best decision. Not the best. I don't know, I'm playing so bad. You should definitely should have potioned this then. I'm not taking consideration the cards they're playing, so that's completely my bad. Oh, that's... Wait, actually this is good. I was gonna say that's annoying, but here it's not bad. So let's see, if we get this 50-50, we win. I'm not going to bet on the 50-50 though, but even if we don't get the 50-50, oh shoot. Oh, this is risky actually. If I throw 50-50 here and I get hit this, we can just lose. It's a lot safer to keep this like the way it is. SM is going to be drawn soon, so I actually don't even want to risk it. I'll just play head start. If it goes on the left, it's better. That sucks. Keep Forgotten Souls. Yeah, I'll keep Forgotten Souls here. So, what was I saying? If I played Forgotten Souls here, these Forgotten Souls level 2 is actually so bad. I mean, to be honest, like I said, personally, I think level 1 Forgotten Souls is really good, which means level 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, and 4 aren't necessary, but I mean, in this board, like you can see, it definitely is necessary. No, he's going to attack that. Man, what am I doing? Not thinking about anything. I think we still win, sadly. Like, not sadly, but the fact that we're probably still going to win even though all of this came down. Okay, we need to cycle this. That's a cycle. If we get potion, no. Okay, it's fine. This works. This works. So 3 health. So I could consider playing Doppel here. One thing that's really important that you need to make sure of. Okay, I'm out. It's kind of interesting. I'm not going to play on this side because if I play, for example, like a Doppel on the left hand side, they can potentially just use an AoE card again. I don't know what the rest of the cards, but obviously they're playing a lot of freeze. But if they play another like AoE card, like not even just AoE, but let's say they play like Victors or Void Surgers, then it does technically have a negative impact on this. If I leave it just like this, it's really hard to deal with. That's fine, actually. I'm okay with that. That's still fine, actually. I'm okay with that. And that's fine. I'm okay with that. Okay. So that's actually not bad. Yeah, that's not bad. I'm going to play it like this then. In that case. Yeah, I'll play it like this. I want a potion first. Technically, I actually do want a Cerberus first before cycling. I want to cycle Restless here, of course. But yeah, I think I do want to play Cerberus first instead of cycling. Does that make sense? I think so. I'll play Cerberus here as well. You could also consider like attacking and killing this. Okay, I guess I will cycle. Like you can definitely consider just attacking this and cycling after. Oh, I'll do it fine. But you can also defend, play a little bit safer. Let's see what we draw. Saber Paws. It's fine. Should be okay. Okay, so this is kind of interesting. This is good because it can, like, it will survive. Like, okay, so they hit it, they bounce back, so that's good. That's a positive effect. The fact that it's still like there. This game is going really long. A lot longer than my usual games. Freeze. Rock Workers. This side. The board's not looking really nice here. That's the sad part. This has also been like really kind of worrying me. Okay, we obviously cycle this because we need more value. Oh my gosh. These plays just haven't been like ideal at all. Let's see. Yeah. I'm also honestly considering defending, but the way they've been playing is... I haven't been counting all their cards, but I don't think they can deal 7 damage in one turn. I genuinely don't think so. This is so bad though. This is really bad. Whatever. I have to make a play, but I have a strong feeling that it's honestly just going to... They're going to like play another AoE freeze and then push me back again. And like playing Forgotten Souls here is technically bad as well. It's kind of getting chaotic to the point where I don't even know the right plays anymore. I'm just like, I guess just playing it out and seeing like what's happening. Because yeah, this is a really weird game. Because here I just feel like they're going to board clear again. When they board clear again, then I have to regain frontline, so I have the resource for it. Forgotten Souls there was really questionable because you already know like the potion's going to be drawn soon. And you don't want to... So here's that card again, Midwinter. They could also play Shyvana here. Wisp for the board clear, yeah. Okay. So cycle this, obviously. When do you want to cycle? I want to cycle after. This is correct though. This is definitely correct. Cycling after here because you need the potion for Forgotten Souls. I mean, yeah, like, it's a difficult game. I'll play it like this. This is also going to deal 2 damage. So technically this is 3, so I'm at 4. And after this I'm at 2. So I'm getting like really risky here. If this goes into base, I have a chance of winning with Saber Paws. Oh, I lost. Yeah. Wow, I actually lost to Chill Beards. Honestly, I played this game really bad. Just goes to show that, you know, you can't always win all the games. But the thing that I played like really bad, I'm not going to like not show this game because you know, I'm gonna be honest, I actually did lose. I just want to bear in mind the fact that I was just like not focusing, I guess you can say. You need to be like really paying attention to what the enemy's playing, because like I just fell into their traps time and time and time again. I had a lot of opportunities there and I just like misplayed like crazy. So just keep that in mind. Definitely big misplays. This is obvious play. You play Shady Quill, Psycho, some Militia. You're looking for... This is decent. Yeah, this might actually be the play next turn. These two. This is obvious Psycho for next turn. This is against Winter. We're not losing this game, 100%. I'm going to actually focus this game. So, yeah. I'm going to be honest. Right before I hopped on... Oh, it's another freeze. Okay, it's another freeze. We can redeem ourselves. We can redeem ourselves. I think this is the play. Yeah, I'm going to cycle first. Yeah, this is always the play here. So play this here, and we're going to look for potential top left play next turn. So that's why I play on the right. So basically, like I played a Trinity opener, but it's kind of like inflated Trinity opener, and it's mana 5. So it was like a 1-turn weird delay Trinity opener in a sense, if you think of it like that. And this is fine. I don't know if this is the same player. I don't think so. Yeah, definitely not. I don't think they'd be silver 2, and we wouldn't rematch. This is perfect. Okay, yeah, I think we win here. So, this is a little interesting. Okay, so they played a unit here. So, how do you want to play it? I mean, I want to cycle Saber because it gives the least value here. You could also consider hitting it and then like playing Doppel there. Like, that works, but not a fan of that. I don't care much for the two strength gifted because they're going to move down next turn anyways. And I'm really looking forward to hitting this. Yeah, I mean, this is just kind of like the go-to play here. Unfortunately, there's no way to be super mana efficient, but yeah, that's like the obvious play, I guess you can say. On top of that, it's just really good because I already have a pretty strong unit and then have Devastators. So this is like a double threat, right? There's 2 threats at the enemy base line here. And they're playing freeze. So like, I'm keeping that in mind. They're playing freeze, so they might have Icicle Burst, they might have whatever, but there isn't really a... Okay, let's see. So they play that. They're probably going to play the 3 mana. They can't play the 4 mana. Oh, execution on this. Yeah. I was going to say the 3 mana. What's the 3 mana's name again? I forgot. Not it does midwinter. Okay, I forgot. But, you know, the Frostling 3 mana that does AoE damage. So cycling there, you could also just play first. I guess playing first might have been actually slightly better. That's fine. So, okay, this is important actually. This is an important consideration. So you can play Gifted here and then Doppel here. Or you can play Gifted here and then Doppel here. What's the difference? The difference is honestly only the Shady Quill here for the most part. Because you actually want this to bounce left or right. Which means if I play Doppel here, what happens is it's going to block the tile, like the potential tile for it to land there. On top of that, yeah, I'm using Head Start. So at least this gives it like some better opportunity of bouncing. If I played it the other way, let's say I gifted top right, Doppel top left, and then played Head Start, there's a chance where the Head Start lands here again, and pretty much the Shady Quill forces down. So it was better, the setup is better, but it's a little unfortunate it didn't work out, but I mean, what can you do? That's still fine. So I really don't think hitting this is any value here. We have way too much pressure on the board. Way too much pressure on the board. Wow, double execute. That's pretty nuts. But I still think it's fine. Keep in mind, this is 4 mana for deal 5, and my potion is 3 mana for give 5. So it's because it's 1 level up on the execute. So it's honestly fine. This will buff this. Keep that in mind. I'll buff that. So what does that mean? Right? Couple things that means. I really want to keep this actually. Honestly, I'll just play out my hand here. So this, doing that. Okay, I'm going to play Shady Quill, and I hope when it suicides like 1-on-1, there's a chance where Shady Quill actually bounces to the left, and I don't want it to bounce to the left, which means the most optimal would actually be like this. I don't want it to bounce on that tile there. Okay, that's fine. And then, yeah, we can play like this. Yeah, playing like this makes sense. So here's just a base lock. It's your standard base lock. Perfectly executed base lock, basically. I mean, you could prototypes first. This order doesn't matter. The prototypes or this order doesn't matter. I kept Forgotten Souls because I feel that Devastators will be drawn soon. And yeah, this looks like a good game. This game I played properly, but yeah, this game I definitely played like a lot better. What was I saying? Yeah, right before I hopped on to do this video, I was literally right about to fall asleep. Like right about to fall asleep, and then I was like, no, I need to make a video. So I just got on my computer and I'm a bit sleepy. I guess that can account partly for why I lost that first game, which is pretty embarrassing, honestly, because I fell time and time again on the same trap. So this is Ironclad, finally, a different opponent. So this is a standard Trinity opener. Again, this loses hard to GP linked. I'm going to keep Doppel here because it's level 3. I value my higher level cards here. Level 3 is fine. And yeah, keep Devastators because you have a potential Devastators next turn. Oh, and that is literally a good game. Like, I don't see myself losing this here. This seems like a good game. Skipping one turn is just so bad. Like, even if they execute here or Flaming Stream, it's like they're still so far behind. Yep. So this is like free damage. That's 9 damage. They're at 3 health now. I think that's good game. So right here, I need to accomplish 2 things. Keep frontline because Restless Ghost will be drawn soon. I've Forgotten Souls. Potion will also be drawn soon. And Personal Service will be drawn soon. So 2 goals in mind. Oh, and Gifted Recruits also is lethal. Actually, yeah, because Gifted Recruits will be lethal, like potential lethal, better off cycling this because I won't be playing this card this turn. Okay, that's lethal. Perfect. Otherwise, I would have played Shady Ghoul top right, not throwing it into the base, just keeping it alive. Doppelbox top left to separate them, and then just cycle after. But yeah, if you have a potential, like if you have a chance to get lethal and there's really no risk for it, you might as well cycle first, right? So that's what happened there. This is a Swarm player. They get turn 1. If they get a good turn 1 opening, I'm already at a disadvantage. That is fine. Okay, this positioning is wrong for 1. You want to put in center. So yeah, I'm already fine with that. Yeah, this positioning is wrong. Because if they have a 1 movement unit, it doesn't make sense. It's going to be blocking the corner here. So I'm going to cycle this first, honestly. Just because, like, you can consider holding it, like I said, but they didn't get, like, a super aggressive opener. If they get a Shady Ghoul center, I would actually potentially keep it. But here, this opener, 1, is not good. Like, the way they played it, and 2, there's not really much reason to hold Forgotten Souls. I don't see myself pushing that fast. Okay, here, I'm going to just mimic them in a way, but better. I'm just gonna do it better. This works. In this board state, you're indifferent between going Saber Paws top center right and then Doppel center left, or the other way, or this way, like this way, or Saber Paws to the right and swapping positions. Basically, Doppel and Saber here. You're indifferent. Doesn't really matter. Hey, it looks like they're playing my deck, but worse because they're not playing their cards optimally at all. So yeah, well, if I'm playing against an obvious rush deck, there's kind of no reason to do this trade ever. Dealing 2 damage to my own base for 1 damage doesn't make sense, and I'm paying 2 mana for it. So you can cycle first, and I will cycle first because if I get gifted, I'm really well off. Devastator is also really strong because considering they're playing yeah, Devastator is really good here. They're playing a rush deck, and they just ignored. Okay, 3 things actually. They're playing a Swarm rush deck by their cards. 2, they ignored my attack, and 3, last turn they didn't even use their mana properly. Like they had 4 mana and they only used 2. That tells me a lot of things. That's enough information for me to know this is a safe call, completely safe. They probably don't have the cards to actually deal with this. So that's completely fine. This will deal 1. Okay, so because of the board's looking a little crowded, I don't like SM or Head Start here. Like Head Start here is fine. SM is not really the go-to card. I think the best card here to draw, well, obviously the best card here would just be Saber Paws because you win. Or it could also be Forgotten Souls because you win. But on a realistic level, Prototypes is probably the best card. Ooh, Gifted might actually change my play. Okay, so this is going to deal 6, and I think 6... No, they'll deal 5, so I'll be at 7. Yeah, I'm definitely safe to survive. So this is interesting. In most cases, I would have actually... Okay, I'll play like this actually. I'm playing a little... This is a little safe, like a little bit safe. There's no reason to actually do that. Technically, that's wrong, I guess I can say. But at the same time, there's no risk in me doing that, because if I were to play personal servers, there's a chance where I end up blocking my own front, my own opportunity to win. And secondly, there's kind of no risk because I don't see this player having the defenses to deal with my attacks. So that's kind of the idea there. So gold, nice. Sweet. That was deserved gold. The first game was horrendous though. Again, played miserably, but that's fine. I want to see. Maybe I should have. Oh, I should have actually changed these. I probably should have changed these. Actually, it's fine. I'll do these off time. Okay, should I play one more? Okay, I'll play one more. Play one more. First game in gold. So it's against base out 13. So they're slightly ahead of me, but we don't really know for that for sure. Depends on what they've leveled so far in their deck. Like, for example, their Ironclad deck could be relatively weak compared to their Shadowfen deck, but they're still base out 13 because overall they've leveled up more cards than me. Level 3 Green Gale. This would have been insane if this player went second. If this player went second, oof. It's a yikes for me, but luckily they didn't. Luckily they went first, so this is actually fine. I'm going to ignore this card here. So again, it comes down to how do you want to play it. And they just played Green Gale 1, which would have been really good against multiple units, right? Because if it attacks twice, it does so much. And 2, they also have a pretty strong, like a rare level 3. I don't think I have any level 3 rare, I believe, in my deck. So we're going to play Saber Paws into Gifted here. No, not Gifted. Saber Paws into Doppel here. Yeah. There's 2 things this accomplishes. 1, it baits them to the right-hand side. And 2, again, they just played this, so this is safe from that kind of play. Because if they played this into this Doppel, I would have, like... It's just crazy, like, there's so much value. So, yeah, the main thing here, though, there's, like... I guess there's more than just 2. I listed the 2, the fact that they're going to focus on right-hand side here. But it's also the fact that I have left-hand side open for next turn. If I played Gifted, I could not play Gifted on that board. Like, the only place I could put Gifted on would be here, and that's not ideal. This is really weird. Why did they just end their turn like that? You have a lot of plays here. Okay, so let me just give a really good insightful, like, let me just give good insights to what's happening here. So they just skipped their turn. I have a feeling that they're playing a dragon deck, which is like Ember deck. So they will actually abuse this front line by putting Embers. Does that matter to me? No. So I'm actually going to play aggressive here. In most cases, you could just Prototypes Gifted head start here, but I'm actually going to Gifted here, Potion here because it's the most defended, and then I'm going to cycle here afterwards, and that's perfectly fine. So if they do play Embers, for example, here, it doesn't really matter because we're just so ahead, and I'm pretty sure that's lethal. 10, yeah, with personal service for consoles, that'd be lethal. So they have to defend here. They're conditioned to defend, and I mean, Void Searchers here is really nuts. The Blade Storm, okay, that's fine. You're going to see I'm probably still going to win even with that Blade Storm. This is 6 damage. So this is going into my base, which means a couple things. 1, it's going to reset frontline. Okay, so this means a couple things. It's going to reset their front line unless they play a unit next turn onto my baseline. 10 health, I'm really safe. I'm not going to die at 6 mana, 10 health. There's no way I die from that, from anything there. And this hand is really good because of this is lethal next turn, which I'm going to keep. And the best draw here would be Shady Ghoul. Shady Ghoul here is hands down the best draw. Summon Militia is pretty bad. I would have to change my play. Oh, and redraw the Shady Ghoul. What do you know? So... This is a little weird. Generally, I don't play like this. Like, generally, you've probably noticed I've played the Shady Ghoul in the corner. and then I played this. Okay, so I think probably last episode or 2 episodes ago, I played Shady Ghoul in the corner, and then I played personal servers in the center. But I'm doing it differently here. Okay, I hope this doesn't bounce down. Oh god. No, this is RNG on what's happening. Okay, that's fine. We win. But what was I saying? Well, actually, it wouldn't even have mattered, only because it lives. If it died, if this token died and they deal damage to that, then my whole board resets and I could lose. But this is lethal, obviously, so this is actually perfectly executed as well. So I was trying to talk about why did I Shady Ghoul in the center, not in the top right. So the reason why Shady Ghoul corners is not good, in my opinion, like there are cases where it's good, obviously, but generally it's not that great, because if it goes into the base next turn on my starting turn, the token will most likely move down, and if it bounces down, your corner play is messed. But if you play in the center, if they attack into it, it'll move down and then it'll move back up, which means it'll cancel out, like it'll attack into the enemy unit, and then you have a bunch of room to play out the rest of your hand. So that's actually gonna end it for this video. It's quite a bit. I'm going to do these quests on my own time, and I'll be buying these copies as well on my own time. So that would mean we can upgrade this next episode. We also need to upgrade Gifted. So yeah, that's gonna end it for this video. Hope you enjoyed, and yeah, my first game was such a miserable disaster. Bye. Have a great day.